gosh. Now, that was for those who could read lips. Okay, first off, I'm an idiot. That was on mute for the first 5 minutes. I'll probably edit out of the final video, but at any rate. Sometimes my brain doesn't work. Okay, first off, I dropped a bunch of picks. Second off, all this guitar I showed you, this finish on the back is gunstock oil, new tuners. I'm going to be giving this away. This is going to be given away to probably should show the comments. Okay. Anyway, this video or this guitar will be given away to those when I announce the video here in a day or two, or today or later today. This guitar is going to be given away to somebody who's a subscriber and who shares this video. So that said, this guitar is very special to me. It's Epiphone special. It's very special. Anyway, Epiphone special. It's had some modifications, like I was explaining before, in sign language or lip reading. Anyway, put different knobs on, and I adjusted the orientation. The orientation used to go up and down. It was very unnatural. So neck pickup, bridge pickup in the middle, just very easy to make adjustments. And new tuners and refinished neck is very smooth, gunstock oil, and the action is really good. I'm going to be giving this away to somebody in the United States. Sorry, other countries, but I can't afford the shipping to give something away. After I get back from NAMM, yay, I get to go to NAMM. Fantastic. Fun stuff. I'm going to be probably visiting the Fishman booth to see Greg Koch, and I'm going to be going to obviously the Line 6 booth and other areas. Just, you know, keep up with me on Facebook. Look at me up on Facebook. Friend me on Facebook, Chad Boston. You can probably find me on Instagram where I announce things, and also on my YouTube. So I'm glad if there's any subscribers watching. Thank you for watching. I still can't believe I'm an idiot because I had it on mute for the first 3 minutes or 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going down to NAMM. We're going to be doing a road trip. A friend of mine, we're going to be driving down to NAMM from Portland. And in this road trip, we'll be doing videos. So being a subscriber on my YouTube channel would be a good idea. It'll be interesting. Friend of mine, Ethan Clark, and more pics are falling. I store my pics. I digress. At any rate, it will be an enjoyable trip down. We're going to see NAMM and have a good time at NAMM. But on top of that, the following Monday, the Monday after NAMM, I'm going to be visiting the Line 6 headquarters. Hopefully get some cool videos on the Line 6 at Line 6 headquarters. Gonna go down there and see Joe and Frank from Line 6, Eric. Shout out to all those guys. But my friend Chris will be visiting, and Blake Espinoza, who has some cool picks. I have it around here, but I have dropped one of his picks. Very good picks. But I was hoping for some participants in this gear talk. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to see if there's any questions on Facebook or There it is. Book or, oops. Yeah, all right. But anyway, so very glad that you could make it. If you want this, feel free to reach out to me at Boston Enterprise, BOSTONENTERPRISE, for more details about the contest. And it's really no contest. It's just a matter of sharing the video where I announce this and friending me on Facebook or sharing it on Facebook and being a subscriber on YouTube. It's very, very simple. So feel free to ask questions. I'm thinking there should be a way to ask questions. I'm looking. I see no comments. But let's see, my dashboard. I apologize for this. I'm going to go to events. And if you'd like to join in the chat, I'm going to share. Edit. Okay. If you're watching online, you can look at the join. You can look at the description, and the description should contain the joining. Yeah, so the subscription contains the joining. If you'd like to join in, I would love to have you join in and join in the conversation. We're talking about gear. So when I think of gear, I used to buy a lot of guitars. I used to buy a lot of guitars. I used to have all sorts of guitars, and I've got it down to where, you know, I've got a Strat that a friend of mine has that is handmade. So I have a Strat, and then I have this handmade Les Paul. And here's an opinion I have. This Les Paul is made, it's 11 pounds. It's made of a very dense mahogany. It's got the nitrocellulose lacquer on it, hence why it's cracked. Brought it in from the cold, and the paint was a bit thick. A friend of mine made the paint. His name's Brock. His name's Brock Palmer. And as you can see, the cracking that I've got going. And then a nod to Slash, because it's got the Seymour Duncan APH2 Slash Alnico pickups in it. Sound amazing, and I do the bridges or the tailpieces from Jason Schroeder. It's a very unique shaped tailpiece. Now, what you see what I do there is I top wrap it, and that's to basically prevent a real sharp break angle on the strings, right? So it doesn't come down and go down where those are, and that causes less Pauls strings to break. But also top wrapping like that also makes the strings a little more slinky, so you can go a little bit bigger gauge and still be able to bend. Anyway, I digress. So this flame maple top is as you can see, if I get really close, quite thick. And it's quite a figured top. But anyway, so you have this, you go from this fantastically built Spurzl tuners. Everything's just wonderful. In fact, he even followed Gibson, and the binding covers the nubs. Anyway, that's a spec after 1959. Typing in the chat box. Somebody just asked, I don't see any typing in the chat box. Oh, there we are. Hey, yay! Typing in the chat box. I do. Let's see. Top wrapping is good for when you use heavy strings. It'll give you that loose feeling. Thank you, Brock. Yeah, fantastic. So we got a few people in. We got Glenn, and okay, good. I can see them now. They weren't there before. Anyway, welcome everybody. So, my opinion on this fantastically made, superb guitar, and then this, albeit I bought it at $89, stupid deal of the day. Stupid deal of the day. This plays fantastic. It sounds fantastic. Obviously, it's got different kinds of pickups in this, but it sounds amazing. It's nobody needs to have. I mean, it feels nice. It plays nice. It's weighty. The body is mahogany. Don't be afraid of an inexpensive guitar. So, you know, we're talking about gear in 2017. You know, if you don't win this, if you don't get this inexpensive guitar, that I put a little extra to it because I put better tuners on it, as you can see right here. Better tuners. Don't be afraid of them. Just add a few things to a cheaper guitar. They'll play amazing. So that's my take on really expensive. Well, this is custom handmade, and it's got the RS Guitar Works electronics in the back. But honestly, using some sort of equipment like, you know, the Line 6 Helix, along with Brock had one of those. Hey, he sees us now. Mr. Red one a few years ago. Yeah, they're very good guitars. And so I'm going to be giving this away after I get back from NAMM. And but if you have a modeler like Line 6 Helix, the Fractal AXFX or AX8, you know, you're going to get great tones. Now, here's an issue when I talk about people and great tones with a modeler. It does depend a lot. It depends, well, ultimately on what you're hearing it on. You could have the best modeler in the world. You could even have the best amp in the world. If you've got a busted up piece of junk or headphones you're listening to it on, it's not going to sound as good as if you have something like an FRFR, or, you know, even a tube power amp. But if you have something like the Line 6, right here, get to it. If you have something like the Line 6 Firehawk 1500, that right there, that kicks Heine. Yes, good, as Brock says, good studio monitors. Now, that said, in my studio, it's a tiny studio, but in my studio, I have a set of 15-year-old computer speakers. These have a subwoofer and 4 speakers. The Helix sounds amazing through those. Plus, I have in my studio. I have a QSC power amp running into this mixer down into some monitors down below. But it all depends on what you're going for and the tones you're trying to achieve. There's a comparison, I believe, between this and the lines, any other FR. The Line 6 Firehawk 1500 feels like an amp, kicks like an amp, it gives you the bass like an amp, and it's just incredible. And I know there's some other comparable studio monitors or monitors that you can use with the oh, my brain, the Friedman, the Friedman FR. They're very good, and even some QSC FRs and the LT3 and the LT2 from Line 6. But I've had the L3T, LT3, L. I digress. At any rate, I've had one of those, and I find that the Firehawk 1500 is far superior to the other Line 6 FRs. That's just me. Your experience varies. But when you're using something like the Line 6 Helix paired up with the Firehawk 1500, I'm saying hands down, you won't regret it. As long as it's set up. Chaz, need more coffee. Wake up. Thanks, Brock. Yeah. Woo. I think my attention deficit is going crazy. Any rate, the Firehawk 1500, it just sounds incredible, and I don't do it any justice by playing it today, because it's not going to sound as good through this setup. But it in the room, and I think that Glenn DeLon, he has this, and he uses it, and he finds it amazing. So I'm just glad that I can be able to have this nice equipment to be able to use when I want to. I use it in my studio from quiet to loud. Quiet, it sounds good, and I've actually got it running through the QSC as well. But to loud, that's amazing. There's a hit right there. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to NAMM, and now there's more comments. Let's see. Okay, Brock, you've got a question. Go ahead. There's a little delay. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask on the webpage, or feel free to join in. I'd be happy to have more people than me. I mean, it's just little old me coming in here and talking in the settings. Hey, Phil. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Hey to Canada. I'd be happy to have more people on. There's a link in Google Hangout link. Be happy to have more people on. Hold on. You take a drink. All righty. Okay, so giving that away. Gonna be going to NAMM. Let's see. Okay, so Brock asks, you hooked up the Firehawk or a real tube amp via 4-cable method and also into the computer for recording. How big a difference between the two live, the live Firehawk and the recording tone? Okay, I understand what you're saying. One of the nice things about the Firehawk is the connections in the back. I go 2 XLRs out of the Helix to the monitor in on the back. Now, from the monitor in, or from the monitor, from the output of XLR on the Firehawk, I go directly into my my interface. Actually, I'm going directly into the mixer, and the mixer I'm using the Firehawk's USB into my Mac. My Mac does not play well with my Helix, so when I use the USB out of the Firehawk from going into the XLR, or out of the XLR of the Helix into the Firehawk, and then the Firehawk out to my mixer and to the USB, it sounds the same, Brock. It sounds the same. So the recording sounds like what I'm hearing. Now, 4-cable method is a little different. I frankly think that people who are trying to use 4-cable method and integrate their amp are kind of missing the purpose of the Helix. And it's okay if people want to do that and they love the sound of their amp. But with the FRFR, it gives you the choice of everything that you wanted it to sound like. So, hope that answers that. Any other questions that are in the chat? And again, feel free to join in. You're welcome, Brock. I hope that my babbling, I'm a little keyed up. I think it's just the excitement of going to be going to NAMM and stuff. And also the pressure of the first 5 minutes being in a complete idiot, not having the sound on. So, well, so any other questions? I'll see. Hints at the new Variax tech coming out in NAMM. I wish I knew, because, you know, I showed you the other guitars. You know, I showed you my custom. It's actually taken a back seat. This custom guitar, probably worth about $3 grand. It's taken a back seat, and this has taken a back seat as well. But I love playing it to my Variax. This right here has taken over number one. Pickups sound amazing. The action is great. The build quality is fantastic, and you know, just looks good. Plus, it's very versatile. You know, you've got all the electronics. So, as far as yeah, you know, I'm not gonna. No, for some reason, I'm still not giving away my custom. It does have your name on it, though, Brock. But yeah, you know, I think the James Tylers are discontinued, but I think the James Tyler Variax, the electronics are the same. I believe the electronics are the same as the new standards. And as far as I'm concerned, superior looking, superior quality. I mean, I've never had the new one. I've never, yeah, Brock, that's what you need. You need the Brock. For the right price, I would let it go. But these guitars, the James Tyler versions, I think they'll go down as some of the better guitars that were made. You know, that are obviously not USA made, but you know, Samick makes some fantastic gear, and this quality is like some of the Samicks that I've had, and some people may not like Samick. Samick is the private labeler for a lot of guitars, and they make some really good guitars. I had an Artist Series guitar that I would have put up against any Gibson. In fact, that's what I sold to get my custom, is a Samick. But these 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 Variax guitars are very, very nice. So 14 viewers, great. Yeah, you know, Phil, it says right here, it says, I also build guitars. Maybe I'll buy line 6 and do a custom body and neck with the electronics. There's been a lot of people who've done retrofits. They take the electronics out, and that may be a way to go. If you want the feel of a custom guitar, but don't discount the James Tyler guitars, because honestly, feel-wise, I mean, I love my custom, and it's got a baseball bat neck. I mean, its neck is just it's what I like. I mean, it's chunky, it's big, and so is the James Tyler. If you look, so it's equally it's big, like a 58. So you know, that would give you, Phil, it would give you the, you know, if you made your own custom, it'd give you exactly what you want with all the options. The pickups that are in there, at least in the James Tyler 59, they're just stellar. They're phenomenal. They're every bit as good. No whammy. Yeah. You know, that's where you might, if you're interested in the whammy, Phil, then you might get the electronics from, you know, one of the guitars with the whammy bar, and get the bridge. Use that bridge. But I don't really ever use the whammy bar. You know, I just do vibrato, and you know, it is nice. My custom Strat. You have a Gibby 311. It doesn't have it. Perhaps a non-issue. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on this. It's really not an issue. I think it's just a phenomenal. The electronics are good. Now, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that they're working on some firmware for the. I have no basis at which I say this, but I'm pretty sure that they're working on firmware for the Variax, and I hope that they are, because it would be nice to even have an improvement on my guitar. You're welcome, Phil. Glad I could help, and glad people could join this. I'm going to check Facebook real quick. I need to get my glasses on. Yeah, that's the look. Okay, hang on. Looking. Hey, we got somebody new. Hey, fantastic. Hey, Aaron, how's it going?
What's up?
Well, we're having a good time. I just announced, and I don't know if you saw, but I announced that I'm going to be giving away this guitar right here, and basically the only way how you get it is to be subscribed to me on YouTube and to share. I'm going to have a video that I announce it, and basically share that video on your Facebook. So not very big, but just letting people know I'm going to be giving it away after I get done with NAMM. In fact, I'll probably announce it, who gets it during NAMM, or at least after NAMM, or when I go down to line 6. I don't know. We'll keep it in flux, but yeah, I'm going to give that away. So.
Okay, I'll subscribe now.
You probably already are subscribed, aren't you?
I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't? Oh, great. All right. Thanks a lot. No, I was kidding.
Well, I was.
Not a worry. So, yeah. So we were talking about NAMM, and I know you're going to be down there.
Yeah. Do you know where you're staying yet?
No. You know what? A buddy of mine is helping take care of all that. friend of mine. We're going down together, and we'll be on. His name's Ethan. He's my keyboard player, and we're gonna kind of make it an event, live stream. We're driving down, so we're gonna various live streams on our way down there. Have to go over the pass because we're coming from Oregon, so we have to go over the mountain, and that should be interesting, and dicey, and whatnot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to being down there. And you're coming to the dinner, right?
Yeah, I know.
Huh? Missed you.
Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night. Friday night, around 7 o'clock, at the Citrus Grill. Oh man, my brain. Citrus Grill. Let's see if I can put that on screen here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it'll be nice. Frank's gonna be down there. Frank, for dinner.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Put my headphones in.
Let's see if I can find that. Citrus.
Do you know which day you're arriving at?
It's gonna be probably. We're probably gonna start on. It's the 19th is a Friday. We're probably gonna start on the 17th. Driving down, so we'll probably be there the morning of Friday.
Doesn't it start on Thursday?
Huh? I think it starts on Friday. Let me look.
Um,
I am pretty certain it starts on the 19th, and I think the 19th is a Friday. I'll look on my calendar.
19th to 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 19th is a Thursday.
There you go.
Yeah.
There
So
you
now
go.
I need to look. Now I need to look. Now I need to look at the Citrus.
That's probably like the warm-up day, you know?
Yeah, right. Yes, the 20th. Okay, so yeah, so we'll probably be getting down there sometime around the 19th, but the dinner is on Friday, January 20th at 7 p.m. Citrus City Grill, 122 North Glassell Street, Orange, California. It's about 10 minutes away from the convention center.
Citrus City Grill. What's the time?
7 p.m. on. Huh?
Glassell Street, Orange County.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, anybody who is interested, who is down there, who is a Helix fan, can certainly come down, and you know, we invite them to be down there.
And did I see Dinner's on You, Chad? Is that right?
No. Dinner is not on me. Pay for your own. There are certain individuals that I just may end up buying a drink for because,
oh, wow.
Yeah, because I want to show my appreciation, but the average person will take care of themselves.
Make the disclaimer there.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to clarify. It'll be a nice dinner, and I'm looking forward to meeting some of the 4,000 plus members in our group. So
imagine if 4,000 members showed up and then expected you to pick up the tab.
Yeah, I'd be like, it ain't for me. No, I am not Chad Boston. So, well, I'm glad you.
Who else is going from the group? For
yeah, so let me look at so at the dinner, we've got Chris Saraga, Frank, and then Gary Chin and you will be at the dinner. But Alan Newman, Slammer Wirtz, Deej Astrick, Mark Crotier, and JB Eckel may come. So there's quite a few people that that may be there, and plus I know that I'm going to make some connections during the day with the people that I'm going to invite when I'm there, and I know that I've talked to some people that may be coming that haven't put their name on the list, so it'll be nice.
Yeah. Wow. So where's everyone tonight? Who's watching this? Anyone?
Well, yeah, we got about 7 viewers. So there was a lot of people that just didn't maybe want to come on and talk, which is okay. They've been texting. So let me go back to my texting here.
Right, can I see that as well or not?
Yeah, if you go to there's a link that goes to the viewing. As long as you mute it, it won't be playing, but you can see the text. January 20th, when Dumbo Trump gets in. Oh yeah, that is when Dumbo Trump gets in. Brock was saying.
Where do you see this? I clicked on chat. There's nothing there. Where do you see the?
No. Yeah, it should be actually on the video. I'm gonna put it in the text over here. Copy the link, and I'm gonna put it in the text. Hold on, text box. There it is. There's the text. I'm gonna put in the text box of the chat we're in right now. Click that link, and it should show you what people are talking about. And it says Brock wants a beer mailed to him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, what are you looking for when we go to NAMM? What are you what are you wanting to see?
Well, part of me wants to not see anything because I don't want to spend any money when I get back, and then part of me wants to see a lot of things actually, like maybe a software update for the Helix.
Yeah, I'd like to see a software update for the Variax.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I hope I won't see a new Variax, for example.
Yeah, you've got
the USA.
You got the USA model.
Exactly. So I'm like, it's also I hope I don't see. You know, I don't want to see a new Variax. I don't want to see a new speaker or PA system or mixer. I don't want to see anything new that I might want to buy in 6 months' time. But I also want to see new stuff that I might want to buy in 6 months' time.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
You don't want to spend the money, but you want the gear.
Yeah. It'd be good to hear about a big software update for the Helix. It'd be nice.
Yeah, you know, with them just releasing it, I'm not too sure. Yeah, and I'm pretty certain it won't be a Helix 2. That would be very, very bad.
I'd like to see a Helix Mini for my acoustic shows.
Like
that would be cool.
just effects or effects without or
yeah.
what?
Maybe maybe just effects or just somehow smaller, so half the size.
Or
less buttons.
Or like take off the effects pedal and make it like an AX8.
Yeah, like a mini version, more portable version. I wouldn't mind seeing that, or maybe one that's geared towards acoustic guitar, even with like acoustic IR stuff in it.
Yeah,
that's just me because I do acoustic shows.
Right.
I've got my Helix set up here right now for my acoustic guitar, but I don't want to take the board out to my shows because it's so big. My solo shows.
I can understand that. It's kind of a heavy pedal, even though it's small. It's still.
I take this one.
Oh yeah. You like that?
That's great.
TC stuff is really good.
I'm actually hoping to see a new one of these. I want to see a new one of these. So
One thing I wish the Helix would do is have some more harmonies and stuff that you can use vocally.
Yeah, but I also don't think they should try and do too many things at once.
Yeah.
They should focus on the guitar, on the electric guitar stuff. So personally, I'd be happy to see a new pedal like that from TC Helicon, and I can always link the two together for a band show, you know?
Right.
Both. So that's good. So I don't know. Maybe it'd be good if they talked about software. You know, it'd be good if they said there's a Variax update coming out soon with this stuff in it, a new guitar in it. It'd be good if they said there's new Helix stuff coming, and you know, with this, that, and the other in it. So I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded. Like I said, I'm kind of in between. I like the stuff I've got now, but it's always nice to see new stuff. You know,
right?
Make things even better.
Yeah, I actually am pretty content with the Helix. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I see the AX8 or the AXFX, and I wouldn't mind having one, but I don't know that it's any easier or better. It's just I wouldn't mind having one.
I'd like to try them.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'd like to look at them at NAMM and try them out and see what I think. You know.
Yeah, Brock says. Brock says that he would like some acoustic amps and cabs and mics for acoustic players. I agree. In fact, they're in the Spider 5. They're in the 500. They're in the Firehawk. So I'm not sure why they haven't just ported over a few of those for the Helix.
But why do you need them? Because if you go in the auxiliary input and use an EQ pedal and goes into your speaker, why do you want? You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, but there is some clarity that those amps on those other simulators give to the acoustic guitar. It's like it takes the guesswork out. Instead of like adding an EQ or a preamp or anything, you just add that on and you can make some subtle adjustments like you're used to making, and it's pretty foolproof. I have yet to find that it's easy to make an acoustic sound really good. With
so you just need to have a good acoustic.
Well, that's true.
Good pickup. I mean, the Variax acoustics sound pretty good.
Yeah, they do. But I think the acoustic amp that they include in the Firehawk and the other models, I think it still would be beneficial in the Helix.
Because I have a LR Bags Anthem pickup. I have an AP5 Pro. I have like high quality pickups.
Right.
So I'm pretty happy with them plugged straight into a PA speaker. So for me, just a little bit of reverb, a little bit of EQ, and then delay and boost and things like that. That's all I need because I've got a good sound to begin with for acoustic stuff. But I see what you're saying, like to add color and different kind of tones and things. But
yeah, but I think the majority of players who are like say you're miking up, having an acoustic amp would add all the flavor to even a mic'd up guitar, a mic'd up acoustic, and I got some benefit to it.
I gotta say though, my guitars plugged into the Helix coming through my K10, they sound great. They really sound great. And I love the effects, and I think for acoustic players, that's a great pedal. For me, it's just too big because I don't drive the shows. Usually I take the train. Right. You know, I take the subway. So something like that play acoustic pedal is perfect. It does everything in a little pedal. But if I was thinking the other day, if I had a roadie, I would take that. I'd take like the Helix and the play acoustic and 2 K10s with me and all the, you know, that'd be a great rig, like if you're a touring band or something.
Yeah, but when you go on the subway, you just take the play acoustic and your guitar, and you're set. They got the PA there and everything. So. And
it does everything I need. You know, it sounds great, and it does the vocal stuff as well.
Well, listen, it's a matter of having the right tool for the right occasion, and the Helix is not the right tool for certain occasions. It just isn't.
Yeah, but it does sound great at home though. So now I just plug into that, my electric, my acoustic, everything. I just plug into that and I just go through a K10 and it sounds great. And I use these as well. Have you seen these? Well, you've got the G10, right? I
have the G10 with the Spider 5. Yeah.
I like this system because you get two of these. There's nothing to plug in. They both recharge.
Yeah.
You know, so one goes in the Helix and one goes in your guitar. There's nothing to plug in anywhere. They're both rechargeable.
Right.
And then you can just walk around your room and not have a cable. So yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty nice.
Mm. So I don't know. There's lots of nice things they could do, but I got to say right now, I mean, that last update was so good, wasn't it? You know.
Yeah. What do you?
Wow.
One of the things that I noticed is I got stuck on that Archon Clean.
Yeah, me too.
Clean, and I tell you what, I went to play some other amps that I really love. It's like, I think I'll go back to the Architect Clean.
I did that too.
Yeah, and it was like,
Yeah.
it's so good that it makes some of the other amps kind of pale, like, even though they were good. So,
yeah, they made some good choices there with those things.
we have somebody else coming in, possibly, and I don't not too sure. Hello. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you here to talk about gear?
Yeah, I just saw that you're accepting people to join in.
Accepting what?
Let's talk about the new year.
Yeah, I'm talking about the New Year and guitar gear.
Oh, I actually play the guitar myself.
Do you play lead or rhythm?
I went ahead and I'm ejecting him. So
I was going to say, do you own a lead guitar or do you own a rhythm guitar?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, he was age challenged and a little bit immature. So
hey, at least they joined in, you know.
Yeah.